The story begins in 17th century Japan, where Hanzo Hasashi, a legendary warrior and leader of the Shirai Ryu clan, lives peacefully with his wife and two children. Their tranquil life in the forest is suddenly shattered when Baihan, a deadly assassin from the rival Lin K clan, leads a brutal attack on Hanzo's home. Baihan, later known as Sub-Zero, wields powerful ice abilities, freezing Hanzo's wife and son, killing them instantly. Hanzo, unaware of their deaths, hears the attack from a distance and rushes back to find his home in ruins. A violent battle erupts between Hanzo and Baihan's warriors, with Hanzo mercilessly cutting through them with his blade. But when he finally confronts Baihan, he realizes that his rival is far more powerful. The duel is fierce, personal, and unforgiving. Despite Hanzo's skill and tenacity, Baihan overpowers him, delivering fatal blows that leave Hanzo bleeding out on the ground. As Hanzo draws his final breath, he hears the faint cries of his infant daughter hidden nearby. His body is engulfed in flames, and he vanishes into the Netherrealm. Moments later, Raiden, the god of thunder, arrives. He surveys the carnage and, discovering Hanzo's surviving child, takes her with him, ensuring that Hanzo's bloodline will live on. In the present day, the world is on the brink of an ancient and catastrophic war between Earthrealm and Outworld. The forces of Outworld, led by the tyrannical Shang Tsung, have already won 9 consecutive Mortal Kombat tournaments. One more victory will give them the right to conquer and enslave Earthrealm. Knowing this, Shang Tsung devises a ruthless strategy. Instead of waiting for the tournament, he sends his most powerful warriors to eliminate Earthrealm's champions before they have a chance to compete. Leading this charge is Sub-Zero, who now serves as Shang Tsung's loyal assassin. Meanwhile, in Earthrealm, Cole Young, an aging mixed martial artist, struggles to make a living fighting in underground matches. Once a promising fighter, he now takes fights for small amounts of cash, his career in decline. Unbeknownst to him, he bears a strange dragon-shaped birthmark, a mark that signifies him as one of Earthrealm's chosen warriors. One evening, Cole is ambushed by Sub-Zero. The temperature around him suddenly drops, and ice begins to form unnaturally in the streets. Sub-Zero emerges from the shadows, wielding his deadly cryomantic abilities. As Cole and his family flee for their lives, they are rescued by Jax, a Special Forces operative who recognizes the mark on Cole's chest. Jax instructs Cole to find his partner, Sonya Blade, before staying behind to fight Sub-Zero himself. Jax, though highly skilled, is no match for Sub-Zero's supernatural abilities. The Lin K warrior freezes Jax's arms and shatters them, leaving him for dead. Cole follows Jax's instructions and finds Sonya Blade, a tough and determined Special Forces officer, at a hidden base filled with research on the Mortal Kombat tournament. She explains the significance of the dragon mark. Only those who bear it are chosen to fight for Earthrealm. Sonya has been investigating Mortal Kombat for years, uncovering ancient texts and secret government files, but she does not have the mark herself. She has, however, captured Kano, a dangerous mercenary and leader of the Black Dragon Cartel, who possesses the mark after killing a previous champion. As they discuss their next move, they are attacked by Reptile, a stealthy, lizard-like assassin sent by Shang Tsung. Reptile uses his acid spit and invisibility to overwhelm them, destroying parts of Sonya's hideout. But with Kano's brute strength, Sonya's tactical skills, and Cole's resilience, they manage to kill Reptile. Realizing that they need to find Raiden's temple to train before the tournament, Kano, despite being untrustworthy, offers to lead them there in exchange for money. The group embarks on a treacherous journey through the desert, eventually reaching the temple. Upon arrival, they meet Liu Kang and Kung Lao, 2 of Earthrealm's strongest warriors and disciples of Raiden, the protector of Earthrealm. Liu Kang and Kung Lao reveal that the key to unlocking their true potential lies in their arcana, a unique power that every chosen warrior must awaken. While training, tensions begin to rise. Kano, arrogant and impulsive, constantly insults the others and refuses to take training seriously. Cole struggles to unlock his arcana, feeling out of place among warriors who seem far stronger than him. Raiden doubts Cole's worth, telling him that he lacks the strength needed to protect Earthrealm. Despite this, the warriors continue to train, enduring brutal hand-to-hand combat, intense physical trials, and dangerous sparring matches. Kano is the first to unlock his arcana, gaining the ability to shoot a laser from his eye. Cole, however, fails repeatedly, unable to manifest any abilities. Frustrated and feeling like a failure, he considers walking away from the fight. Meanwhile, in Outworld, Shang Tsung prepares for a full-scale assault on Raiden's temple. His warriors, including Melina, Cable, Reiko, and the monstrous Goro, are ready to wipe out Earthrealm's champions before they can even stand a chance. The battle for Earthrealm is about to begin. Inside Raiden's temple, tension continues to grow. Training is relentless, but Cole Young still cannot awaken his arcana. Every attempt ends in failure, leaving him feeling more like a liability than a warrior. Raiden, frustrated by Cole's weakness, questions whether he truly belongs. Kano, on the other hand, revels in his newfound power. With his laser eye unlocked, he becomes even more arrogant, mocking the others mercilessly. His taunts push Sonya and Liu Kang to their limits, but Kung Lao remains focused, sensing that something darker lurks beneath Kano's bravado. As the Earthrealm warriors struggle to prepare, Shang Tsung gathers his forces in Outworld. He refuses to let the tournament even begin. He wants to exterminate Raiden's champions before they can fight back. His assassins are ready. Sub-Zero, his deadliest enforcer, stands prepared to finish what he started with Jax and Cole. Melina, a vicious half-Tarkatan warrior, hungers for blood, her razor-sharp teeth hidden behind a sinister grin. Cable, a former Earthrealm warrior turned Outworld servant, with superhuman speed and twin hook swords. Reiko, the brutish general, eager to test his strength against Earth's fighters. Goro, the legendary Shokan warrior, a towering, four-armed beast bred for war. Shang Tsung, confident in his impending victory, orders an ambush on Raiden's temple. Before the Outworld warriors arrive, Raiden creates a magical barrier around the temple, shielding it from invasion. But there is one flaw. The barrier can only withstand attacks from outsiders. If someone inside the temple betrays them, the shield will fall. And Kano is more than willing to betray them. Having spent years as a mercenary, Kano only cares about money and power. When Cable, an old acquaintance from his past, approaches him with an offer from Shang Tsung, Kano doesn't hesitate. The promise of riches and limitless power is too much for him to resist. Under the cover of night, Kano destroys the temple's barrier, allowing Shang Tsung's warriors to invade. Raiden, sensing the incoming attack, teleports to the void between realms, calling upon his divine power to protect the remaining champions. But his strength is limited, he cannot fight the battle for them. The temple erupts into chaos as Outworld's warriors storm in. Sub-Zero and Melina tear through the temple's defenses. Cable, moving faster than the eye can see, targets Liu Kang. Reiko crushes through stone walls, his massive war hammer leaving devastation in his wake. Goro is unleashed, his monstrous strength making him an unstoppable force. Sonya Blade finds herself in a one-on-one fight with Kano, her former ally, now her deadliest enemy. Despite her skills, Kano's new powers give him the upper hand. The battle is brutal, raw, and personal. Meanwhile, Cole Young is forced to face Goro alone. As the temple burns around them, Cole's family, his wife and daughter, become Shang Tsung's next targets. Goro is sent to eliminate them. Cole, still unable to awaken his arcana, fights desperately to defend them. But against Goro, a warrior bred for war and destruction, his fists alone are not enough. Goro's four massive arms crush Cole's ribs, hurling him like a ragdoll. Bloodied and barely able to stand, Cole watches his family scream in fear. And then, something changes. Cole's body begins to glow. His skin hardens, transforming into a golden, armored exoskeleton. His arms radiate energy, and a pair of Tonfa weapons materialize in his hands. His arcana has awakened. With his new powers, Cole fights back with unparalleled strength. Every strike absorbs energy, redirecting Goro's attacks and turning his own force against him. Blow after blow, Cole overpowers the Shokan warrior, ultimately delivering a fatal strike that cuts Goro down. With his family safe, Cole realizes his true purpose. He is no longer just a failed fighter. He is a chosen warrior of Earthrealm. Back at the temple, Kung Lao battles Melina, dodging her savage attacks with incredible precision. Using his deadly razor-sharp hat, he slashes through Outworld's assassins, delivering fatal, flawless victories against weaker foes. But then, Shang Tsung himself intervenes. The sorcerer, recognizing Kung Lao as one of Earthrealm's greatest warriors, decides to make an example of him. Before Raiden can react, Shang Tsung teleports behind Kung Lao, immobilizing him with dark magic. Liu Kang, watching in horror, rushes to save his friend, but it is too late. Shang Tsung drains Kung Lao's soul, stealing his life force. The light in Kung Lao's eyes fades. His body collapses, lifeless, as his very essence is consumed. A devastating silence falls over the temple. Liu Kang, once calm and composed, is now filled with grief and rage. Shang Tsung, smiling, declares that the tournament is already lost. Outworld has won, or so he believes. With Kung Lao dead and Earthrealm's warriors scattered, Raiden knows they cannot win this battle. Not yet. As Sub-Zero prepares to finish the remaining fighters, Raiden intervenes, using his last reserves of power to teleport the surviving champions to a safe location. The battle for the temple is lost, but the war is far from over. Now, with their greatest warrior fallen, Liu Kang, Cole, Sonya, and Jax must regroup. They need to find a way to defeat Shang Tsung's forces before it's too late. And there is only one way to do it. They must divide and conquer. They must hunt down Outworld's warriors one by one. They must finish what Kung Lao started. As the screen fades to black, Cole stands among his fellow champions. His destiny is now clear. He must return to Earthrealm's strongest warrior. He must find Johnny Cage. Raiden's temple lies in ruins. Smoke rises from the wreckage, and the echoes of battle have faded. Earthrealm has suffered a crushing defeat. Kung Lao is dead. His lifeless body remains where Shang Tsung left it, his soul now forever trapped within the sorcerer's grasp. Liu Kang is devastated, his closest friend stolen from him. fueling a fire of vengeance inside him. The surviving champions, Cole Young, Sonya Blade, Jax, and Liu Kang, have been transported to a secret location by Raiden. Their mission is far from over, but they can no longer rely on a fair fight. Shang Tsung has broken the rules. He attacked before the tournament could even begin, eliminating warriors before they had a chance to compete. If Outworld is willing to cheat, then Earthrealm must do the same. Raiden lays out their next move. They will split up and take down Shang Tsung's warriors one by one. They will eliminate the enemy before they can strike again. And finally, Cole Young must seek out Earthrealm's last hope, Johnny Cage. The warriors, now fueled by vengeance and purpose, prepare for their final battles. Determined to avenge Kung Lao, Liu Kang tracks down Cable, the cybernetic warrior whose superhuman speed makes him one of Shang Tsung's deadliest assassins. Their battle takes place in an abandoned industrial site, metal pipes and broken walls echoing with every impact. Cable's speed is overwhelming at first, but Liu Kang adapts. Using his mastery of fire, he unleashes a powerful barrage of flaming attacks, setting Cable's suit ablaze. Cable, engulfed in fire, screams in agony as Liu Kang delivers his finishing move, a deadly flying kick that sends him crashing into a wall, lifeless. After his betrayal of Earthrealm, Sonya knows that Kano must be eliminated. She tracks him down to a seedy hideout, where he is reveling in his recent victory, drinking and boasting about killing Kung Lao. Their fight is brutal, personal, and merciless. Kano fights dirty, using every trick he knows, eye gouges, low blows, and taunts meant to break Sonya's spirit. But Sonya has had enough. In a moment of pure determination, she overpowers Kano, grabbing his own knife and driving it into his chest. Blood spills onto the ground as Kano chokes on his last breath, his dragon marking disappearing. And then, something incredible happens. The marking transfers to Sonya. She has finally earned her place as one of Earthrealm's chosen warriors. Her arcana awakens, and she gains the ability to fire deadly energy blasts from her hands. Jax, still adjusting to his cybernetic arms, faces Reiko, the monstrous warlord who has crushed countless warriors with his warhammer. Their fight is pure brute strength against brute strength. At first, Reiko dominates. His warhammer sends shockwaves through the ground, knocking Jax off balance. But as the fight progresses, Jax realizes the true potential of his new arms. With a mighty roar, he catches Reiko's hammer mid-swing and crushes it in his hands. Then, with an earth-shaking punch, he smashes Reiko's skull into the ground, splattering blood everywhere. Jax, now fully embracing his new power, lets out a victorious breath. Cole's journey has led him to this moment. After ensuring his family is safe, he tracks Sub-Zero to an abandoned temple covered in ice. This is personal. Sub-Zero was the one who destroyed his ancestors, killed Hanzo Hasashi, and nearly took everything from him. The fight begins and Cole is outmatched. Sub-Zero's ice powers make him faster, stronger, and nearly untouchable. Every strike from Sub-Zero freezes Cole's armor, slowing him down, draining his strength. Cole fights bravely, but he is losing. But then, a fiery portal opens. From the depths of the Netherrealm, Hanzo Hasashi returns, reborn as Scorpion. Hanzo, now fully embracing the power of Hellfire, stands face to face with Sub-Zero. He has been waiting centuries for this moment. The battle that follows is legendary. Sub-Zero unleashes his deadliest ice attacks, freezing the very air around them. Scorpion counters with scorching flames, melting through the ice. Cole joins the fight, working alongside his ancestor to take down the Lin K assassin once and for all. Together, they overpower Sub-Zero, breaking through his defenses. In the final moments, Scorpion removes his mask, revealing his charred skull beneath, and unleashes a final Hellfire blast, burning Sub-Zero alive. As Sub-Zero falls, charred and lifeless, Hanzo looks at Cole, nodding in approval. His bloodline has survived. His vengeance is complete. With one last whisper, Scorpion vanishes, returning to the Netherrealm. With his warriors slaughtered, Shang Tsung realizes he has lost this battle. But he is not afraid. He does not fear death. Instead, he issues a final warning. This is not the end. The tournament has not even begun. And with a wave of his hand, he teleports away, vanishing into black smoke. The champions of Earthrealm have won the first battle. But the war has just begun. As the dust settles, Raiden tells the champions that they must prepare for the real Mortal Kombat tournament. Earthrealm has fought back, but Shang Tsung and his master, Shao Kahn, will return. They will need more warriors. Cole, now fully embracing his destiny, sets off to Hollywood. There is one last champion they must recruit, Johnny Cage. The camera lingers on a Hollywood poster featuring Cage's name, teasing what's to come. The screen fades to black,